Hey gang, AV here, and welcome to my review of the Hiya Toys Injustice 2 Joker figure. Here he is in the package. It's a window box, so you can see him and the majority of his accessories. Here's the side of the box. There's the back of the box. Feel free to pause the video and read if you would like. There's the other side of the box. Here it is from the top. There it is from the bottom. And that's it for the box. Let's get the figure out of there and see what we've got. As usual, I have already cut the tape and removed the figure previous to the video. Alright. And as usual, the figure comes with this standard background card. It's a picture of the Daily Bugle globe in disarray. Okay, figure comes in a item tray, two-part item tray. You just remove the top half, gain access to the figure and his accessories. Let's have a look at. Oh, I got that tape again. Let's take the tape off of there. Not a fan of this tape. If you've been watching my videos, you understand why. Okay. Any other tape I gotta worry about here? No? Okay. Alright, so first off, we're gonna have a look at his accessories. He has an extra pair of hands. These are grasping hands. He also has grasping hands on him already, but these are a different size and shape, I guess, to accommodate all the different accessories that he comes with. He comes with some playing cards, very, very tiny playing cards, with a Joker on there, if you can see that. Very tiny, very cool too. We'll see if I can get them in his hand. He comes with a knife. Decent looking knife. Let me move the camera down a little bit. He comes with a crowbar. If I can get it out of the tray. Let me use the knife. Pry it up. There we go. There's a crowbar with some blood on the end. When I see this, I can't help but remember the Death in the Family story arc. If you've read that, you know what I'm talking about. Here is the pistol he comes with, a very long-barreled revolver. As usual with the Injustice 2 figures, he comes with the same standard base, which has a single foot peg and these notches on all four sides, which you can use these. Wow, that was the easiest that's ever come out for me. Holy crap. Anyway, he comes with these H-shaped tabs, which you can stick into the notches and then connect to other bases in the line, so you can have a uniformed floor for display purposes on your shelf or bottom of a diorama. Very nice touch. I really like that. And now let's get the figure out. Have a look at him. It's not your typical Joker sculpt. It almost looks like his hair has been wet and then slicked over to the side. He's got his signature rose on there. He's got Hiya in blood written on his chest. His vest and suspenders is hanging down on the sides of his pants there. He's got his shirt tail, or his coat tails, his boots, some dirt pattern on the bottom of his shirt, or his coat, I'm sorry. It's very cool. A lot of detail in this figure. And even though I've mentioned it in the past about these figures, about how scrawny their arms are and their wrists and everything, on this figure, he's supposed to be scrawny. So, on this figure, it's not a detraction. It's the way it's supposed to be. But his head's on a ball joint, which gives him a lot more range of motion than most of the other figures in this line. Like, he can tilt on side to side. You can get a lot of expression out of him. And I love the sculpt on his face, too. Alright. Let's get the item tray out of the way here. See how he stands up on his own. His ankles are a little stiff. I may have to heat him up. I just a few minutes ago wrapped up the Harley Quinn review, so I am a little... And if you watch that, you'll see that the figure actually broke right in my hand. So I am a little apprehensive with this guy right out the gate. And if you're wondering why, that's why. Because I just broke one of these figures. So bear with me here if I'm a little more ginger with the figure than I usually am. He seems a little bow-legged. It's not that bad. I could straighten that out. All right, let's look at his articulation. So, like I said, with his head, a lot of expression on his head. He can do a full 360. He can look decent, up decent. He can look down fantastic. He can rock from side to side. So you can get a lot of expression out of him. His arms don't seem to go down any farther than they currently are. They can go up about that far. There's nothing at the bicep. He can rotate 360 almost. His elbows can bend. They do feel a little fragile, but they can bend about that far, and they can rotate all the way around. Not a full 360, but close. Wrists are also on a ball joint. They rotate full 360. They do look a little strange when you have them in that direction, but down here they look just right. He has an ab crunch, which is hindered by his coat, but it's there. You can bend him up a little. You can bend him down a little. He has articulation at the waist, and it is a little stiff, if you can hear that. But it's there, and it works. His hips are hindered by his coat, or his vest, I'm sorry. But they can go out a little bit. He has an upper thigh swivel, which is a little stiff, and it's hindered by the coat too, so I can't really get a good grip on it up there. His legs are a little bowed, unfortunately, but he does stand fine when you spread the legs apart. He has a double jointed knee, which allows for great articulation on his legs. His ankles can go forward slightly, can go back slightly. It's hindered by his pant legs. It can rotate from side to side, probably do a full 360, but I'm not going to force it. Again, it's hindered by his pant leg. So his articulation is decent. He's got the standard articulation for the other figures in this line. He can stand on his own without the base, which is always a plus. Let's see if he can hold some of his accessories. I'll stick his knife in this hand. Fits perfect. I'm not sure which hand I'm going to need to get him to hold these playing cards, but this one looks pretty narrow, so let's see if we can get it in there. Very good. He can hold his playing cards, which is awesome. And obviously I would just swap out the hands to get him to hold the other larger accessories. So that's cool. Let's do a size comparison now. Let's get him standing up. Here he is next to a 4-inch G.I. Joe, modern G.I. Joe figure. As you can see, he scales perfectly with him. Here he is next to a vintage 3 3/4-inch G.I. Joe figure. He's taller than him, obviously, because he's a 4-inch figure. All in all, I'm very happy with the Joker in this line. He looks very cool. His articulation is a little hindered, but on this particular figure, especially the narrow sculpt on him actually works very well to his advantage. He's supposed to be kind of scrawny. So I think aesthetically he looks great. His articulation suffers a little bit, but then again, you're not going to want too many dynamic poses with the Joker. The fact that his neck articulation is as good as it is that's basically where you really want his articulation, so you can get some expressions out of him. I like him. I like the paint scheme. I love the fact that he's not just your standard Joker. He's got his shirt off with Ha written in blood on his chest. I mean, it's just very cool. Very cool. And that was my review of the Joker. If you like this video, check out my channel. If you like what you see there, then please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.